After this event right here, this demonstration, there'll be another tea ceremony, and then after that, there'll be two other martial arts demonstrations. One will be Aikido, and I happened to practice Aikido for a short period of time when I was in Japan, living in Japan between high school and college. It's a very interesting art. It's considered the art of peace, and you'll probably get an understanding of that when they demonstrate. And then right after that, you'll be seeing a demonstration of GOSOKU Ryu karate. Now, this is a style that was developed by Soke Takayuki Kubota. And Soke Kubota has been very well known in kind of the movie entertainment industry, especially back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And as a matter of fact, when I was 20 years old or so, going to school at Santa Monica College, I would go to his dojo, which happened to be in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard, and it was known as Hollywood Karate. So that was like 46 years ago. So just recently I made contact with him again and invited him to come, and so he's coming today to demonstrate. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that you'll stay around for that. Oh, Kitano Sensei, how you doing? Are you guys ready to come on? Okay, here they come. Give them a hand, everybody.
Good morning. Just a brief history. Katori Shinto Ryu is about over 650 years old. It's the original samurai art. Comes from the Katori Shrine in Shiba Prefecture in the Muramatsu period, I believe. It's based on the system of battlefield techniques. So the techniques are based on somebody who's wearing armor.
Hey! Get up! Stop!
You notice before Sensei resheathed his katana, it was the technique that where they spun the blade that was shibari. It is to clean off the blade before putting it back into the side. single attacker and some have multiple attackers. That kata in particular had defending from different directions.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Hey! Yeah! Hey! What?
The katana that Sensei is using is it's a genuine, it's probably several hundred years old, but it is a shinken, it is a live blade. We all practice with live blades.
Hey! Yeah! What?
That was just some samples of Iai Jitsu. We begin all of our classes with Iai Jitsu and once again, this is a samurai, so the samurai had to use all of these weapons on the battlefield, but it's very important. Oh, this is a yari. This would be a spear. It's a very long weapon, which would give the person with the katana a very strong disadvantage. But life has many disadvantages, so this will teach you to overcome those disadvantages.
Usually the fights, samurai fights starting from the longer weapon, yari or naginata. And again, in samurai culture, especially in the battlefield, we have no time to whine, to complain. We have to focus on what we have, and then use it for that, use it to fight and fight for our advantages. So this is a part of Naginata kata. And then in the battlefield, what happens is usually when we fight against many, some of the weapon will break during the fight. Then all the samurai, we're gonna show you go, which is a staff kata. This one is usually for lower rank samurai, but all the other samurai learn how to use that as well, because when the weapon, longer weapon gets broken, we're gonna have to use this one. Now, when that is broken, we're gonna have to start now using katana. And this one, this particular kata, the first thing we're gonna learn when we join the school. And our kata is made to be very long and strenuous so that they're ready and they can build more cardiovascular strength as well. This one is the very, very first one, and then we're going to show you a little bit more advanced kata, which is both two swords, and then also the short one. Again, samurais start to go from the longer weapon to the shortest one. After we use all the weapons, we're going to have to use a bare knuckle as well. And then Shinto Ryu practice, because it's developed in the battlefield for over 650 years, give or take. And that's why we have not only how to fight, we also have how to heal, how to eat, how to sleep, how to build castle, right? Yeah, I don't know when we can use that one. But, so it's more holistic art, not only, well, usually people think this one is only like a fighting art, samurai art, but it has many more to offer. So one of the reasons why a lot of people start martial arts is because they might want to be strong, right? But for learning how to use sword, it doesn't make sense because we don't carry sword, right? And the other reason I've seen many times, many times over 20 years of teaching, they would like to be confident. That's very, very important in any occupation or any lifestyle. And a lot of people like to change, but the reason why they cannot change is because they need to tackle the subconscious self, right? If they try to change only the conscious self, it's not going to work. Because subconscious self is always really, really a lot bigger than conscious self. And then, for like, let's say for example, so drawing art, or even like this, with, now imagine like someone who's not confident. What kind of posture they have and what kind of, like when they're walking, what kind of posture do you think they have? Very bad, right? like slouching, maybe slouching, right? And then when they walk, taking tiny step, tiny step, tiny step, right? And then when they talk, do you think they use louder voice or quieter voice? Usually quieter. Now in the practice, what we are forcing us to do is by makuchi. As you see, many times we do this, right? So we have the stance is twice as big as the shoulder width, and hiai, which is a spiritual yell from the gut, very loud. And in order for us to execute more power, we need to have good posture, right? So by changing our motion, we can change the emotion. And without knowing, we can be confident. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to practice the ancient martial arts. Because I believe if it's been there for more than 600 years, there should be some truth in it. Especially any of the weaker one, any of the non-authentic one should die out because it was developed in the battlefield. So that's one of the reasons. And then we're gonna show the advanced one. The first kata that everyone was doing is when we wear the armor, right? Now we're gonna show you a little bit more advanced without armor, a lot more closer combat.
Up. 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 Up.
So now, I would like you to think a little bit. I'm going to explain one thing, the difference between samurai and modern combat fighting. So one of the reasons why, or the biggest reason, or actually the main reason why samurai fight is not to win. We don't care about winning. We are only caring about protecting. The reason why I only care about protecting is not only, okay, samurai philosophy is beautiful. Yeah, okay, I get that. Right? That's why a lot of people like to read samurai books. But samurai tradition is also practical. And if you can participate non-harmful way, I would like to show you one thing. So let's say, anyone. Actually, if you can participate, and maybe the front row people, it's very, very good. Now I want you to pair up. Can I use you too? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Can you stand up? Come here. Now I want him to push him. Yeah, right here. Fine. Face this way for me, please. Yeah, that's good. That's good. The grab is fine. Yeah. And then he's going to push you, and I want you to resist a little bit. Yeah. With a regular stance is fine. Yeah. Yeah. Now try to resist as much as possible, but with this stance it's a little bit difficult, right? Now, is he your? Is she your father? Okay, mother. Okay. That's right. You care about your mother.
Mother.
A little bit? Yeah? Okay. Can you stand in front of your mother, please? There you go. Yeah. A little bit closer. That's good. Yeah. Now you know what's gonna happen. She's gonna push you. You're gonna have to stay still. Yeah? Try. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push
This
him more.
is why. He needs more power. And if you do it to anyone, every time this works, because we tend to care about more protection. Why? Because okay, we need to be strong in the battlefield, but if we try to fight to win, it's not gonna work. We need to try to protect. Yeah, that's why when we fight with katana, we only fight for other people. If we just throw katana without any reason, they're not samurai, right? The term samurai means sa is like the, and murai means to protect. So we are there to protect. Sone Sensei would like to, Japanese something? Would like to speak some words. So if it's okay for you, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, it's kind of difficult after seeing this practice. But first of all, good morning. I'm pleased to join you. Today is holiday tea and martial arts day. Especially, I would like to give my special thanks to the President Belzer. Is he here? Okay. For inviting me to today's event. And then thanks for all the hard work of the organizations, the people who have been organizing various events and ceremonies and classes related to Japanese arts and culture. I'm very much enjoyed watching this Katori Shinto Ryu. It's maybe even in Japan, it's so rare. It's really hard to see these kind of practices and to learn a little bit about the spirit of those the martial arts. And I think you are very lucky to see them, and maybe you can even try in the future. And also, I'm very much looking forward to have tea ceremony, and as well as the today we'll have the Aikido, Kobayashi Ryu, and the Karate, GOSOKU Ryu, this special setting. So it's very much wonderful to Shoseian Tea House and Japanese Friendship Garden, built through a combined efforts of the sister cities of Glendale and the Higashi Osaka, the city in the western part of Japan, continue to play an important role sharing Japanese traditions, history, aesthetics, and diverse communities here in Glendale. And such events as we have enjoying today brings a deeper understanding about Japan and Japanese culture. And this joyous experience also creates new opportunities for friendship and goodwill among people from different backgrounds, more positive and harmonious manner. So I'd like to express my appreciation of the Friends of Shoseian and the City of Glendale for accepting the impeccable management and maintenance of the Shoseian Tea House and Friendship Garden, and these such efforts are a reflection of the Glendale's multifaceted friendship with Japan. And actually, here in Glendale, just over a week ago, I visited the two schools, elementary school, Verdugo Wetland Elementary School, which has the program having immersion program for half Japanese and half English classes for the elementary school students. And I also visited the AP Japanese class of the Glendale High School, and I was really amazed by the ability of the students who can really speaking very excellent Japanese in high school students. And I've been truly heartened and encouraged by the fact that the people in the community are so enthusiastic about the Japanese Japan, and also the ultimately contributing the stronger relationship between Japan and the United States. So I hope for the continuing success for Shoseian and the Japanese Friendship Garden, an excellent place to bring people together in harmony and promote better mutual understanding. So thank you very much, and I wish you a happy New Year.
So, Consul General Sone is from Japan, and usually you are posted to different cities for 2 years, 3 years. Right. So your role as Consul General is to do what?
Well, my job is to having more good relation with the communities and the people in the United States as well and Japan, and then further promoting friendship.
That's awesome, and thank you so much for coming today. We're going to make our way up to do tea ceremony. Go ahead, and thank you very much.
The second sword, a short sword. And this one usually goes in here, but because of to preserve well, we use this. This is like a bed for the katana. And usually we put the sword in here. But now it's here. And you put the sword in here. We can. And do you know this? Little cutter knife, little knife. The samurai needs to write the letter they cut.
Do most of them have that or no? Do most of the swords have that? Or?
No, not all of them. Some they have. For example, right here, they have different ones. Yes. Yeah, you can watch. Anything else? Thanks, Sensei. Thank you. Let me use that one. That's my third chance. This one has this right here. This ear.
No, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. And the comb. Yeah. Samurai has to have a nice clean nod.
Yeah.
And then they need to clean with this. And also here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is that blade an old blade or is it more modern?
It's old, everything old. This is yari. This is Kamakura era. It's 1200.
Oh, wow.
The real Naginata.
If you'd like to hold it, I can just bring it up.
Like and this is spear, yari, and spear.
Now it's not throwing, right? This is solely
It's
for
stabbing. Yes, the one we showed you, the first one. We use this to really stab.
Yeah, it's a pretty mean blade.
Yeah, this is from Muromachi era, so 1300.
Really?
Real samurai used it.
Wow, that's amazing. It still looks like fresh off the.
This you can take it off after you stop because the air right here.
Yeah, it creates a negative pressure.
Creates the pressure, and then you can pull out.
That's amazing.
If you want to grab it, yeah.
Sure. Definitely an upgrade from the one that I got.
You can also hit at the edge of the naginata there.
Okay,
You hit, block, and then come. Like we did.
Yeah, okay.
And kata in
You
the
can
form.
use both sides of
Both sides, yes.
in a fight. So that's metal. So you can
It's a metal.
There, or you can probably break the blade, perhaps.
Break the blade, yes. Or you can even block and then cut.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's really nice. Yeah. Really nice weapon. Very tough. Now, what's that tip on the end? Yeah.
The iron, no, iron strike.
Oh, wow.
That is beautiful. We're getting ready to do the Aikido demonstration. And Aikido is a very, very interesting martial art. I was lucky enough to live in Japan for 9 months between high school and college. And I actually trained in Aikido almost every day. I lived right around the corner from the Hombu. Hombu means the headquarters. And was introduced to the art and really learned a lot about blending, redirecting, not meeting force with force. And these are all very useful concepts that we can utilize as we interact with people. So the school that we'll be demonstrating is the LA Aikikai. Now, LA Aikikai is one of the oldest dojos in Los Angeles. They've been around for a long, long time. I remember being like 11 years old, and I heard about the LA Aikikai because some of our instructors in the jiu-jitsu style that I was practicing were going to the LA Aikikai. And I see Steve there in the audience. Do you remember LA Aikikai? Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's great that they're here. And the Katori Shinto Ryu group that demonstrated here earlier also has training time at the LA Aikikai. So it's a small world when it comes to martial arts. All right, so Ishibashi Sensei, are we ready? So onegaishimasu means to please help me or please assist me. And you'll hear that a lot in martial arts. People will bow and they'll say onegaishimasu, please help me.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Ishibashi. I'm the chief instructor of Los Angeles Aikikai, the oldest dojo in the United States. And we practice Kobayashi Ryu Aikido. You ready? Okay, called Aiki Taijutsu, hand-in-hand, self-defense, main emphasis on falling, okay, or being able to protect yourself when you fall. Okay, hajime. So as this is an art of conflict resolution, you notice the partner taking the fall is going under the attack. Okay, we go inside the attack. Okay, change. Okay, so we work our practice at 3 different levels. So both partners sitting, and then one partner sitting and one partner standing, and then the taijutsu where both partners are standing. Okay, hajime. can, and I keep going. Okay, hajime, go.
Hey! 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 What? Wait! Light! Hey!
Okie dokie. I think it's GOSOKU Ryu karate time. So I mentioned before that when I was 20, that's 46 years ago, I happened to be training at the Hollywood Karate Dojo under Soke Takayuki Kubota. And when I went back to re-meet him, he didn't remember me. Hi, Mike, how you doing? But he welcomed me to the dojo, and he agreed to be here today to demonstrate for you. So, Soke, please come forward. Arigashimasu. Come on over. There you go. So at Hollywood Dojo, you had a lot of movie stars come in. Yeah, and so because of that, he trained a lot of movie stars, and you were in a lot of movies. How about the one with James Caan?
Oh, he and what? About 40, 50 years training. Really good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then Soke Kubota also rode with the Tokyo Police to help train them in some karate motions, and you also helped train LAPD, right?
Yes, long time, 24 years.
Right, and you know, back in the 60s, it was the straight baton that they used. But now it's a variation of what's called the tonfa. They call it the PR-24, right?
The side handle baton. Yeah.
And speaking of batons, how about the Kubota? So some of you probably have it. It's a small keychain, round like a dowel that fits in your palm, and it's a force multiplier. It's an ouchie, yeah. So okay, I'm going to give you the mic. All right.
No, not yet, but maybe later.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so just a little history. I'm Rod Kuratomi. I'm one of Soke Kubota's instructors, along with Antonio Antonetti, Ali Farazdaki, and Judy Rao. We're all instructors at Aiki. To tell you a little bit about the International Karate Association, established in 1955 in Tokyo. Soke Kubota came to the United States in 1964 and opened up a school in Hollywood. Started training when he was 5 years old. He's in his 80s now, so over 80 years of continuous training. All of us have been, I'm over 40 years with him. Our cameraman, Hanshi Val, master instructor himself, over 50 years. So all of us have been with him for a really long time, a long life journey in karate. So he's developed an original style called GOSOKU. And what it translation is hard and fast. So we also train in Shotokan karate, which is a linear hard motion style. But we also do a short circular motion style. Everybody saw Karate Kid, right? Wax on, wax off. That's a circular soft style. So we work more on deflecting, redirecting force instead of meeting force with force, like in a linear hard style karate. So Soke Kubota has managed to fuse both of those styles into GOSOKU, and he's also developed a multitude of kata, which is basically a form, a routine against imaginary attackers. So we'll show you several of those. All of these katas he developed himself, original. I'm also going to be demonstrating some weapons katas, again, katas that he developed himself. He doesn't sleep much, so he sits up at late at night thinking of new katas and new techniques and new forms. So over 40 years I've been with him, I've never been to one class that was the same as a previous class. He's a total innovator, always thinking of new ideas. So we'll start, we're going to show you a kata that he developed called GOSOKU. Demonstration, GOSOKU, right? Okay. Demonstration. So we'll do it as a group and give you a little bit of a demonstration of how the movement looks. So.
Stretch. Hey. Good. Hey. GOSOKU. What's up? Yoi. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Soke Kubota developed cane techniques that James Caan used in the movie. And so he also developed cane kata, which I'll show you today. The cane is, in Japanese, is known as the tsue. So I'm going to do the tsue no kata for you. Right? Right.
Tsue no kata.
Okay, now we're gonna do one of Soke's katas that he was inspired one of his top students, John Gelson. John Gelson was a policeman in the LA Force and one of Hosoke's first student in LA. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can, so you see. Yanovich!
During the intro, you heard about the PR-24, and this is an old traditional weapon known as the tonfa. Originally was attached to a grindstone to turn a grinding wheel in order to grind rice, right? Or grain. Soke Kubota helped develop the use of the PR-24, which is the side-handle baton that was used by so many police departments for so many years. A lot of them have transitioned now to the telescoping ones, which are much more compact. So I'm going to do kata, one of Soke Kubota's katas today, called Jujuke. Jujuke means double block, and you'll see I'm using the two tonfas a lot of times to do a double block using both of them at the same time.
Okay. Hey. Hey.
We're going to do a kata that is called Basai Dai. It's a kata that is designed for medium-high level practitioners. It's a very powerful kata. So, you'll see it's traditional Shotokan kata versus the other ones that we did before. Right. Kata Basai Dai. Right. Chui.
So what they're going to demonstrate is what we call Ippon Waza. And it's basically a defense and counterattack against a single attack from an attacker. It's not choreographed, it's not really set. So this is what I'm telling them, they can do whatever they want, including taking the person down. So it's very much based on position and balance and where the attacker is. So sometimes you don't know what you're going to do until you actually start moving. So they're going to do some demonstrations of Ippon Waza.
Okay.
One side attack a few times, the other side attack a few times.
Okay, switch. Oh, Ippon Waza. Go. Switch. Switch. Hike. Good. Hey. Hike. Hey. Good. Hike.
Thank you, Sensei. This is known as a jo. Tall one is a bow. Right? We like the jo for a multitude of reasons. Right? For one, you can use traditional bow techniques, the strikes, the blocks, and whatnot. But then you could also transition to two-handed movement, which translates to using sword techniques as well. And so because it's shorter, it's more useful to use indoors, whereas a 6-foot staff can be a little unwieldy in tight quarters. You can take a weapon like this that you'll find in your house all over, broomstick, mop, so many different things that can be used for jo technique. So anyway, I'm going to do a kata again developed by Soke Kubota called Kenshin Ryu and give you a little demonstration.
Kenshin Ryu. Hey. Okay, that's 3.
That's that thumb lock. There you go. That's fingers to the wrist, kick to the face. Okay, that's a come along technique. And doing the rest technique. Thank you, Soke. Before you leave, I want everybody to know that the dojo, the International Karate Association, is located right up in Montrose. And the dojo's been there for 20 years? Longer? Yeah, it is a beautiful dojo. It's a great place to visit. And if you're interested at all in doing training, you will not find any better training than right here with this group and with Soke Kubota. So thank you very much, everybody.